What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Nick, that's Jeremy, and we're back to your regularly scheduled programming. Today, we're talking TRON Tuesday. Yes, we're recording on Tuesday. We're talking spring roll time, baby. New and old sweet treats over at Disneyland and a whole lot more. Let's get into it. Alrighty, man. Well, happy first week of 2026. I told you I would see you next year, and here we are.
You were.
How was your
right.
How was your New Year's?
It was a good New Year's. I enjoyed some time with family. How was yours?
I watched Ron the entire time.
Oh yeah, my mom watched him a bit on there. I saw, and
I saw you, Sue. I saw you.
I was a little under the weather over the weekend, so I was glued to him on Saturday. And Holly was like, "You literally watched him the entire day." And I was just waiting for you to jump on the chat, Nick, and you never did. But
ninja watching, man, ninja watching. No, that's funny. Yeah, no, Tron did an what am I saying? Tron. I get Tron in the brain, man. Ron did an excellent job covering all of the parties, especially the raves and all that was going on at EPCOT that whole night. He parties hard. I give that man a lot of credit because the very next morning he was at Magic, and I'm like, dude, I don't understand. I just don't get it.
He was. He needed a whole day in Magic. It's not like he just was there a couple hours.
No, I mean he's a trooper. I kind of figured he was going to do something like that, but I think he said he got home that morning at at least 2 a.m. if not later.
Oh my God.
He's like, well, after the fireworks happened, everyone left. I'm like, well, I assumed that, but I'm like, knowing him, he probably went to Del Taco or something, and had to grab something there, or Raising Cane's is open that late, so who knows. But yeah, dude. Well, enough about the new year. We're in 2026. And we're starting the year off right because today is Tuesday. We're recording a little bit early this week for some scheduling reasons. I'm officially going to dub it Tron Tuesday. Now, Jer, why might you ask, are we calling this Tron Tuesday?
I will ask you why.
Well, thank you. We're actually celebrating today is the first day that Tron Ares is going to be on Disney Plus.
Wow.
So aside from me just wearing my Tron gear, so peep over here, the Tron End of the Line shirt from their latest collection.
Yeah, one of my favorites that they put out.
And don't forget, we got more to talk about the Tron collection. I mean, we already talked about it, but I have it in person to show. So, but notable mention, you are wearing a Roosevelt, so we have to call that out. Is that one looks like I'd be on a beach if I was wearing it right now, man.
Yeah, we're covering Beach Club today, so I figured I'd pull out my beachy. It's a new one I got for Christmas as well.
Very nice.
Which is called what again? That one's called.
Oh, Sure Looks Relaxing.
Yeah.
Let's see what they did there. So, Jared, real quick, we told you guys we would talk about it, because this is Tron Tuesday. This is the Tron jacket that came out. That came out a few weeks ago. So this is a reversible jacket. So on one side we get Tron Legacy. Wow. And here's the really cool part, because the other crazy part about this is it wasn't much more than an actual Coonflex, which was kind of crazy to me. It was I think $10 more, and you get a jacket that is reversible. So it's kind of crazy. On the other side, we got Home of Flynn's Arcade and the Space Paranoids. And it's all embroidered on this. This is not screen printed. This is all embroidered. Wow. And then we got NCOM right in the front. And then we get a mix of screen printing and embroidery over here for the different Tron ships and all that. And yeah, and then and over here on the other side of the front, it says Flynn's Arcade, Center City. And it has it all laid out. So you got new and old right in an awesome jacket. And it's got pockets on both sides. It's so awesome. I
love it. That looks awesome.
It really is. They've really stepped it up with their new jacket line they've been doing. I got this, and I did get the Muppet one from the recent drop as well. So we'll showcase that in another episode coming up here. But yeah, they did a wonderful job. This is definitely one of my favorites now. I'm so happy I grabbed it. I jumped on that as fast as I could. So yeah, so that is the Tron collection for Tron Tuesday. But today they also announced, if you could bring it up, Jer, they have a Y2K collection that dropped. which was really interesting. Wasn't quite expecting this drop. It's interesting. It definitely screams Y2K. I don't know. Jared, how did you feel about this drop?
Y2K is, Nick, what is Y2K?
It's year 2000. So everyone thought like the world was going to end at midnight on December 31st, 1999. They thought everything was going to end. They thought the computers were going to explode. They would never know what to go do. They wouldn't be able to change the clock anymore. It would reset. But no, thankfully we are here and the Men of Main Street can live on. But yeah, so this is an interesting drop. As a tech nerd myself, I went for the one that's in the middle right there. I just kind of screamed, techie and technical, so Nick, you know how he works. And there was another one that I grabbed as well, which do you have all of them listed on there, Jer? There you go. I get the one that's on the left over there. I like that one because it's a patch on the front of the shirt, and it's also on the back side. It also says like the original Roosevelts, and it says like bringing your like nostalgia back and all that stuff. It says something cool on the back. So I got those two coming, but yeah, that's the Roosevelt drop of the week so far, at least.
Yeah, they did put out a shirt and some underwear too in that same pattern of the first one. But yeah, it's a cool collection. I can't forget all the fun things that Disney World did for the year 2000, like over Spaceship Earth with the Mickey wand, and they were all out for that too. They weren't afraid of the world ending, so good for them.
Fun fact, real quick. Did you know that when they had that up there at the very top, they had the wand and it was blinking? That was actually because there had to be a beacon because it was just tall enough.
Oh, I had a feeling
to be. Yeah. Yep. It was just tall enough to be something that an airplane could hit. So they had to go ahead and add that. So fun fact, it doubled as that. So even back then they were Imagineering everything up. So look at all that stuff. But if you guys want to see more Roosevelts, you guys want to go ahead and see more of us eventually, make sure you guys go ahead and grab the new Roosevelt's calendar that did drop. Jeremie and I are in it. We'll drop a link for that down in the description below. And it's a great way to get something for Roosevelt's, but it's also awesome because you can see the insiders day by day. This is what it looks like, guys. And it's just a tearaway calendar, so every day it's something on there, and you get to go see someone's favorite shirt, where they're Roosevelting from, and what their favorite memory is. So it's an awesome way to enjoy Roosevelt's all year long. But Jer, that's not all. I have something to surprise you with before we get into anything.
Oh boy.
So I don't know where I got this idea the other day, but I was looking at the picture I put of me in the calendar, and I was like, well, let me just try something here. Well, this is what happened.
Oh. Oh man.
It's Mini Me.
Can you please put that up to the camera?
Look at this guy.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
So good.
That is terrifying, Nicholas.
I'm gonna make an army of them and just send them to you.
Nick, I legitimately need to print this. Like, Holly would absolutely lose it. Like,
I can make a bobblehead too. I didn't even think about that.
Oh my gosh, like, Holly would kill me if I just had little Nick around the house. It would be so funny. Oh, that is awesome.
Well, I had to pull a U too because I had to go ahead and I ended up having to go do an extra color, and I was like, I'm not doing 2 AMSs in time. I printed up because this took me like 10 hours to go do.
I know. Usually, that looks like a long print.
Well, you could do like I use the Maker World's like mini studio thing, and I'd never really played with it before, and I was like, let me just try it, and it did a stunningly good job. Like, this is the medium quality one. They had one that was like full quality, and it was like 30 something colors. I was like,
awesome.
That's a bit much.
That is so funny. Oh my
he's
gosh.
he's not like the the most accurate, but he's pretty damn he
looks
close.
Like on the camera here, he legitimately looks like you.
I mean, he's pretty damn close.
That is really, really close.
Hang on, let's for comparison, let's see how this works. Oh, I need to make him just a little bit taller so he can be sitting in front of the trash can.
That is so funny.
That is so funny. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, man.
Oh yeah, we gotta make more of those. We'll just do a giveaway, and it'll be the most people signed up ever for a giveaway.
And I'll make sure I'll sign the bottom for everyone too. Don't worry.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, geez. Well, yes, that was not scripted, guys. That was just some good old fun I had to have with Jer right there.
That is so funny.
Yeah. And and in case you guys are wondering for prints, real quick, we were talking about Tron. This is in the photo for the beginning of the episode. This is a Tron logo that I had found on Maker World a while back, and I added a frame to go around the screen of my AMS, not my AMS, my P1S's screen. So it just kind of sits on there, and this is this little name badge says Tron, because I get Tron and I get Mickey and I get Minnie. So
nice.
Yeah. Well, dude, enough of all the Tron business and all that. Let's go take us on an adventure here on what happened this week at Disney.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a chaotic week or past week at Disney World. Some things happened, and the first thing that happened was the boulder at the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular went off the tracks and bounced towards the direction of the crowd, Nicholas. And it was pretty wild. And then a cast member sacrificed himself. He stepped in to stop the ball or the boulder, which is literally, if you think about what this boulder is, it is a 400-pound prop. It is essentially a giant yoga ball. But since it's so big, it's 400 pounds. So he got in the way.
They've described it as a gigantic rubber band ball. I mean, it's literally what it is. It's massive. So
he got in the way. He kind of bounced off it and then hit his head on the ground, but it did stop it from going into the crowd. We commend him for his bravery and sacrificing himself and for the guests. I don't know if he was anticipating how hard that thing was going to bounce him backwards. I don't doubt it.
I mean, that was we won't play the video for you guys, but I'm sure you guys can find it. It's the fastest I've ever seen anyone go down.
Yeah, from my understanding, luckily it was minor injuries, and he's going to be all right. So glad to hear that. Meanwhile, this boulder has not been part of the show until they figure out how they're going to change it or make it so that can't happen again. Nick, this show's been running for 36 years.
Well, Jared, let me just tell you something right now. If we're going to say that, it's safe to say I think that this thing belongs in a museum.
I mean, I don't want a museum yet. I don't want the show to go.
Well, anywhere. I don't want the show to go, but I mean, the boulder right now is,
I mean, it's literally just
might go
in
there.
Its first position. They're
so
not using them right now. The way they're kind of modifying the show is like he gets up there, he takes it, and then they shoot off the fire and kind of like make it look like an earthquake, and then he just falls down. Which gotta get the boulder back. I understand. They're gonna figure out a way to make sure it doesn't go off the track. I don't know how you do that though. I mean, how do you think they could possibly modify it from this happening?
The only thing I can think of is to raise up you have to drop the track lower inside of where it's at, and then also like raise up the walls on it, so it's corralled a little bit tighter.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like this is definitely more of a freak accident. I mean, like you said, dude, this has been going on for how many years? 36 something years.
Yeah, 36 years.
I mean, this is the first time this has ever happened. So, I definitely do commend Disney for taking a step back to review it all. But this is one of those things. I don't think there's any getting away from it. I mean, it was going to happen eventually, and we're just thankful it ended as well as it did. Now, I will say, I feel to an extent this attraction and this show is actually prepared for this. I do think that it would definitely hurt some. I don't think they're prepared to have it drop off at the position it did, but they do have the concrete and steel barriers that are all the way around the
track
stage,
itself,
if you want to call it.
Oh, yeah.
Like in front of the actual
audience, yes.
The guests, yes, and the audience. So I definitely feel like it is to an extent prepared from it. I don't think though there's any getting rid of the fact that this thing bounces. And like I said, it's a giant rubber band ball. So like if this thing starts bouncing, it's probably gonna go somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's not like you can just like pop it.
No, it's not a balloon. It's
it's difficult to stop.
It definitely is.
So I don't know, but they're gonna figure it out somehow.
Mhm.
And I'm sure it'll be back some point this year, hopefully sooner rather than later if your trip is soon. But yeah,
Yeah, awesome
but that
show.
wasn't.
Highly recommend seeing it.
Yeah, but that wasn't the only weird kind of crazy thing that happened this week. Nick, tell us what else happened this week.
Yeah, something soared into the queue at Soarin' in Disney World, and I'm not talking about a bird. The ceiling actually dropped a little bit. So yeah, over at Epcot, the guests were in Soarin' Around the World queue, and they get an unexpected surprise. The ceiling just collapsed in the line area. That is what dropped. It looks like it was still hanging on it.
Yeah, it didn't actually hit the ground. No one got hurt, but kind of bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Definitely want to go ahead and commend the cast members, though. I mean, they immediately sprung into action, as they always do, and immediately shut down the ride until they could get someone there, or shut down the queue at least, so people weren't continuously coming in, and kind of cordoned off the area so that way they could get maintenance in there to go ahead and evaluate the situation, and move on. But yeah, no one was hurt at all with this, which was awesome. Um, and yeah, I mean, it just goes to show, though, that I mean, even some of the older attractions that have been around for for decades and all that, there stuff can still happen. But thankfully, Disney staff is always just so great about jumping in to keep everyone safe as the top priority, and that is part of the whole motto for Disney. All cast members abide by what's called the different keys of Disney. Safety is at number one. If the cast members cannot keep themselves and you safe, then they're not doing their job. The magic at that point can kind of just go out the door at that point if you're not safe. So that's kind of how that all works. So we won't get into that right today, but that is definitely something you can look into if you're curious about it. The different key system that Disney has. So
yeah, and we're not sharing these stories to make you worry about not being safe at Disney. Not. It's more these are kind of freak accidents, and luckily Disney is the kind of company that will take note of these occurrences and then look to proactively prevent them in the future. And also we did want to showcase the the response that they did provide in both of these instances, how quickly they were able to find a resolution.
Yeah, I mean, Disney is one. I mean, I think you guys can understand by now from all the stories that we've told and everything that we've found for you guys, that they are very proactive with everything that they do. And now I can tell you that I'm sure there's a new protocol in place. I'm almost certain of it, that they're probably going to have someone go through every queue now and evaluate every piece that's in it to make sure that it's still safe and bolted down. I mean, when you guys think about it, I mean, even like the normal queue areas that you can touch, I mean, Disney thinks about everything. I mean, everything is secure, locked down, bolted down, screwed down, with like security screws, all sorts of stuff. They don't want you guys taking the queue apart, and they want you to be able to interact with it because they know you're going to. I mean, thousands of people pass by these, well, millions of people pass by these rides every year. So they want to make sure that, the one, 3 million people touch, this object, that it's not going to come loose and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, no, they always prioritize safety. They are incredible all the way around. They always are. And they do a wonderful job. So definitely kudos to them and everything that they do. And, again, just a testament to the Walt Disney Company for everything that they stand for.
Absolutely.
So, well, Jared, take us into our next topic, because it looks like we have a familiar face that might be coming back to Disney.
Yeah. So, Nick, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you stayed on property at all, but a long time ago, you used to be able to go into your Disney World hotel and you turn on the TV and they would go to the station that had all the resort information. And there was a show on, and it was called Must Do Disney. Starring this nice lady named Stacy, and she brought you through all the must-dos at Disney. Well, her show was phased out in 2021, and she largely pretty much disappeared from Disney's official marketing. However, on TikTok, she made a reappearance come the beginning of this year, and said her catchphrase, "Time to do the must do." She's I don't know. We don't know what this means. All we know is that Stacy was featured in the advertising. We don't know if that means Disney Must Do for the infotainment channel is back, although we would love to have it back. It doesn't mean anything, but it is a cool nugget that I think means more. I would really doubt this is the end of it. They just brought her back for this one ad, and it's like, if you know, you know. I really doubt it. I feel like there's more to it, but it's a nostalgia driven move by Disney, which I think is good. And you got to tap into that market always. There's a lot of people who loved her product. So I don't know. Any thoughts on this, Nick?
To what I watched growing up, I didn't necessarily watch that. I watched Samantha Brown.
Yeah,
on the Travel Channel.
Yeah, on the Travel Channel. Absolutely.
I was more of a Samantha Brown fan growing up, so I didn't see too much of Stacy here, but I can tell you that she is a core memory in my head of like, this is what you have to go do when you go to a Disney park, and when you walk in, you grab this, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is probably why I just deep down I'm like, I have to continuously keep going, because like my whole like childhood I spent watching this, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where that lives. But no, I've never really seen too much of Stacy here. But I mean, you've stayed at different Disney resorts in the past, so clearly you've seen her before. I'm sure I've seen her in different ads and stuff like that, in the past. But she's not someone that I like dove into really, watch a lot of, I guess, if you want to say that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to potentially having her back doing more content, and then hopefully that content might be available even outside of the resorts. Would be something nice.
Yes, absolutely. You know what's crazy to think about? I was watching Ron last night, shocker, and he was just like doing a no plan Monday, and he went by like the TV over at the bus area in Port Orleans. I looked at Becca and I was like, I really could use one of these TVs in my office all day that just says like the next bus is like this time, and just flashing random like Disney animations. I'm like, I could use this. So I agree. I think everything Disney like that's on TV should be an option to watch at home. You know what I mean? Like everything.
There is a YouTube channel that does the resort TV.
Yes, I have seen that one.
Yeah.
That's like the basic though. That's like a basic channel. Like this is the weather. This is the
the
welcome so and so family park out. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I was just
Nick really needs a bus times. It sounds like what it needs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have the transportation map in the back over there, so I mean, I pride myself on knowing the entire Walt Disney World.
So if you were to pick like where would you want like your from location? Like if you're to pick like a bus is leaving from, like where do you want it from?
I'd want it to cycle. Definitely one of the resorts. Mm-hmm. I'd probably say, I want to say probably like Wilderness Lodge or like Port Orleans or something like that. I think.
Yeah.
Something like a more like iconic resort, like not necessarily like the the core loop and all Monorail loop, but something that's
not as many buses going out of there anyway.
Yeah. So, something that's just more like, you kind of get a nice little theme to it. You know what I mean? But not too much of a theme that it's so in your face.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah. But so that's Disney advertising right there in a nutshell. But dude, we have some more advertising to talk about because I don't know about you, but I just saw the word spring and then roll, and my eyes were just glued to this video. Like I didn't care like where it was in the parks. I just knew I had to have it. And that's because they just released today actually the Toy Story Land popcorn and snack kiosk. Now, they don't just have popcorn and snacks. I'm sure they're going to have your crazy popcorn buckets, and I'm sure they're going to have crazy sippers, but they also have beer and spring rolls.
Oh.
That's right, folks.
I had a picture of the spring rolls, and they're not in here anymore.
Oh, my goodness. Well, guys, if you were wondering like I was, what was going to be going behind there?
I can bring it back. It's out of order. Ignore this. There they are.
There they are. Look at those. Those are the Pizza Planet spring rolls. Yeah, really excited about those. You get 2 spring rolls and a marinara sauce for $9.49, which I believe is about the same price you pay at the Magic Kingdom.
I think
for theirs.
It's about the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're a huge hit at Magic Kingdom, and I mean, obviously, they're going to be a huge hit there. I love me some spring rolls. Like, I'm pretty sure I will not be able to pass this area now without stopping to get them. I'm almost certain this is going to have to happen every time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for some new snacks in Hollywood Studios. I think they were a little bit lacking on just the walk up kiosk like food kind of options. A lot of their stuff was mobile order
especially
only,
in Toy Story World,
or had a longer line. But like stuff like this, you can just walk up and get. I'm all for it because, like, you know, you think about it. Even if you're walking in the Galaxy's Edge, like you could go to Kasaka's Kettle. You're there, you got to wait in line for like a Ronto wrap, which could take longer. But like stuff like this, where you can just, you know, there's not going to be a big line. Well, hopefully not.
yeah,
You can just grab something. I'm all for it. I think it's a good
yeah,
spot.
and I do got to say, Woody's Lunchbox is just way too crowded. I mean, it's great. Do not get me wrong. I love me some Woody's Lunchbox. I just don't go there often because usually when I go to do a mobile order, we're talking like over an hour plus time window out before I can actually go to pick up my food.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they've added some new seating areas over there, which is awesome. But I mean, it does, you know, you're still in direct sunlight over there. The kiosks over, not kiosks, but like the carts they have over there, you know, it's mainly, you know, beer, stuff like that. But it's, you know, it's more just like popcorn and like maybe some like fruit. And that's really about it. So the fact that we have something new like this is really awesome, especially because, like Jared just said, you know, the next thing after you pass this, if you're heading into Galaxy's Edge, is going to be like Katsaka's Kettle or the Blue Milk Stand or something like that. So you're a little ways away from any kind of snack stand. And then if you go the other direction, you're only going to go towards the Joffrey stand, and then they have I
Nom
never
Nom
remember the one over
cookies.
there. Yeah, Nom Nom cookie area. But even then,
You
they've
have
made like a
a
separate
popcorn
cart.
stand. Yeah.
Yeah. And I do got to say, real quick, side note, Disney, you got to get your act together with the Ronto wraps later in the day, ordering them from Docking Bay 7. They have the, just hear me out. They have the option at Ronto Roasters to go ahead and get rid of the slaw on the Ronto wrap as an option there. Now, when you order from Ronto Roasters, it does not come with a side. That's fine. We don't need a side. When you order it later in the day, the only place you can get it is Docking Bay 7. There is no option to remove the coleslaw on it unless you order it at the register.
Really?
And you also get, it used to be plantain chips. Now they changed it to yuca fries, which is a little bit better than plantain chips. But yeah, I wish they would just do it so you could just get just a Ronto wrap over there and be able to customize it the same way. So it's been like 3 or 4 times now I go to get it, and it's always been that issue now. So we'll see. But yeah, I love me a good Ronto wrap. The breakfast ones are even better.
Yeah, honestly, I am more of a fan of the breakfast ones at this point.
Didn't we get one when we went with us?
We did. Yeah, we got one.
Yeah, they're good. They are definitely good. Well, that's not all that we got as far as new stuff this week. We also got new Beak and Barrel merchandise, y'all. We got ourselves a new hat, a pin, and a new mug. Is a mug the same one? No, it's
no, it is
it's
a different mug, which I was surprised by, that they weren't just going to release this mug and just charge you another $60. It's cool because it resembles the redhead. But yeah, so Nick, I have a question for you. At Beak and Barrel, I'm assuming you can get the mug that you got in a non-alcoholic drink if you had like a child with you who wanted the mug, or no?
I don't know that. I know that it's very specific because I remember people were asking at my table. It was not my party, but the other party that we were seated with was asking if they could get that drink without the mug, if it would cost less, or if they could get 2 of the same drink. And their response was, well, no, if you order 2 drinks, you're going to get 2 mugs. It's just how it's going to go.
Wow.
So yeah, that part kind of stung a little bit when I heard that.
I'm sure they wouldn't care if you're like, I'll just pay $60 for the mug and I don't want the drink.
Oh, I'm sure they wouldn't care at all. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be like, well, whatever. But I just thought it was a little bit odd that I'm like, I couldn't just order another drink if I already have the mug. Like, you couldn't make it like even $30 for, Plunderer's Punch. I mean, it was such a good. I liked it a lot. Becca thought it was cough syrup. I loved it. So
that's great.
We love some good cough syrup. But yeah, no. I mean, I thought it was great. I mean, I definitely would have gotten 2, but I mean, obviously that price is just there's no way I would not be buying. Paying $120 for 2 drinks. That's a bit much, even for my taste.
It's wild.
But yeah. Well, Jared, that's it at the moment for new merch and new things that have opened so far. I mean, it's only Tuesday, y'all, so things can change. But Jared, take us into what's going to happen later on this year. So we had some new information that dropped.
Yeah, we did touch on how Cool Kids Summer is returning for 2026, and they did add some additional details that are very exciting. Toy Story Pals are coming to the Magic Kingdom at the Diamond Horseshoe restaurant, for Jesse's Roundup. So
Nice.
I don't think we've had characters in that restaurant for a very long time.
No, it's been very empty for a long time.
Yeah, so I think that is some big news. Well, I know it's some big news. There also will be some characters at the early theme park entry available at all 4 parks during that 30-minute window for Disney resort guests.
Gotta love that hour gets shortened down to 30 minutes. Oh my gosh.
I know. 30 minutes is like I could stand, like, it's just like getting Starbucks. Like, I don't know.
Pretty much. I mean, it's by the time you walk to the ride, like, it's like, oh great, I got on a ride. You know,
by the time you make it down to the end of Main Street, you only probably got 10 minutes left. You get one extra ride out of this, realistically.
Or you get to go take some nice pictures in front of the castle before it gets flooded with people, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. But,
also, both water parks will be open. I think we did know that. And we did talk about last time the free water park entry on the day you arrive on check-in day, which is awesome.
Very nice.
And then the last one here is the one that really struck my eye. And I was really like, ooh, that's cool. Characters are coming to the resorts. Pop Century, Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, and Port Orleans Riverside. So all in that moderate tier are going to have character appearances that will be scheduled. So if you're like having a resort day, you still have an opportunity to see a character, which I think is a really awesome thing to have.
Absolutely. That's
like
awesome.
Another reason to stay on property.
There's always a good reason to stay on property. It's just, I can never justify that cost, man.
I get that. But I mean, just like on your off day, you just more things to do. So I was really happy to hear that they're doing that. But we'll move on. We had a lot of other news to get to. Nick, I know that they are working. They already talked. We talked about this happening. Oh, and by the way, Cool Kids Summer is May 26th to September 8th. All right, moving on. There's something that is already beginning work on, Nick. Some painting, per se.
Yes, and I think it's crazy that right after I got the castle Lego set up, and it's in all of its glory, we're already like, no, we're gonna change all that. New Lego set. No, I'm just kidding. Not quite yet. But no, they started work on repainting Cinderella's castle. So the way this is all going to start is they're going to start draining the moat around the castle to prepare for the painting, mainly because they're going to have to get lifts in there and all sorts of stuff. I'd be very curious to hear the logistics behind all this. Like, I'm really, as someone that's into construction, I'm really interested in something like this.
Yeah.
So once the work begins, cranes will be lowered in and out of sight by noon each day. So just like we were saying, work's expected to be complete later next year is what the time frame's looking like. Starting January 28th, temporary entertainment adjustments are going to include a modified Let the Magic Begin show. Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair and Happily Ever After are going to continue to be available with very minor adjustments. I'm very interested on how they're going to do all this, mainly because, typically when they do something like this, they usually put like some kind of, I'm not going to say shade cloth. I mean, I guess it could be like shade cloth. They'll put something up like in front of it that will kind of mimic what it will look like or what it currently looks like to, prevent you from seeing the work that's being done behind there. So I'm curious how that's all going to go as far as fireworks and all that, what they're going to have to go do for preventative measures and that sort of thing.
I 100% agree. I'm trying to remember back to when they painted it to pink. How did they do it then? Because they definitely didn't put a ton of scrim on it.
No, they didn't. I thought, like I said, I'm pretty sure, like, at least like the brick and all that going up the side that you could like easily see. I feel like they definitely had done. Well, no, they're not really going to be doing anything with the brick on the side. It's mainly going to just be on the upper sections, right?
Yeah, and the roof.
I guess,
the roof is a different shade, I believe. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but you're definitely right on the nail there. I don't know how. I mean, it'll be interesting. It's like, is there going to be a day and time, like at one point during this process, where the part of the castle is going to be pink and the other half is going to be gray, or is it going to be a gradual? We're doing one whole layer today. We're doing it, and then another day we're doing a whole layer, so it gradually turns to the color that it was.
I can see them doing that.
Yeah, I think considering there's no like real timeline on this, that is kind of like what's going to happen realistically.
Like every day it'll get a shade darker.
Yeah, like potentially it might be something like that, for sure. One for two things. One, I wanted to shout out Scott Gustin on X because he provided this information. I saw it on his X. If you want like the latest Disney news, you saw follow him. Additionally, uh, I guess the real tip here, Nick, is that if you're looking to take a photo in front of Cinderella's castle in the year of 2026, do it after 12 p.m. because that's when the cranes will be done for the day.
Yeah, you don't want to have that crane in the shot as you're walking down Main Street. Oh, look.
I wonder if they're going to have. I doubt it. I doubt they're going to have any plans to edit it out. There's just too many photos.
They
could
actually think about that.
With AI now, they probably could.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I didn't even think about the photo pass and all that, but you're 100% right. I mean, I was just thinking it might be an interesting way to go ahead and get them to hurry people down Main Street now. Like not like just, you know what I mean? Like not necessarily like corral right at the very end of Main Street like everyone always does. And because let's be honest, guys, if you've ever done a Disney trip, you know how frustrating it can be, especially when you get people that have never seen it before. And again, nothing wrong with this at all. Do not hear me out on this. You have people that are just like, they'll start walking down Main Street and they stop. And it's like, oh my goodness. But usually when they stop, it's like a crowd of like 10 people. And that's when it gets a little bit frustrating because you're like trying to navigate around that. But they'll stop and they're like, oh, we got to go take a picture here. And then take another one 2 steps down and then take another one 2 steps over here.
And then then twist an ankle in the tracks in the middle of Main Street.
Exactly. And that's the stuff that we're like, look, let's try to avoid this, guys. Like, so let's stay on the sidewalks going down or something. And but yeah, I know definitely I can see that being like something to like just draw people like faster into the park to go into the different spokes. When we say spokes too, guys, just realize that that's a term they use in the a lot in the Keys to the Kingdom tour, that it's a hub and spoke design. Disney or Walt designed it where you would walk into the park. The center of the hub in front of the castle is called the hub. The different lands are called the spokes. So you have Adventureland, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland. Those are all called spokes, leading you into different lands. So if y'all wondering where that came from. So, But if we want to talk about going back a little bit further in time, I just get a shout out real quick that my buddy Anthony sent this to me for Christmas, and I had no idea what to expect because I never do with him. And look what he sent, man. This is an old Delta Airlines flyer for Walt Disney World.
That's cool.
Isn't that
very
crazy?
Vintage.
Yeah, very vintage, man. I'm really excited for this. This is definitely going to be going on the wall, probably underneath my stamps and all that over there. I get a frame on the way for it, but yeah, really, really happy with this thing, man. I like it a lot.
That's a cool thing. That's nice.
Yeah, very vintage.
Shout out to Anthony.
Heck yeah, man. But yeah, dude, well, now is the time. Now is the best time to get into something a little bit sweet that is going to be coming to West Coast. So take us into what's coming for sweets and treats in 2026 at Disneyland.
Yeah, in Disneyland, we did get some news on some new treats that are returning and some new ones for 2026. I picked out some of my favorites. There's a much longer list, but here's the ones that caught my eye if you're going to the West Coast this year. Over in Disneyland Park, you can find this Red Rose. At the Red Rose Tavern, you can find the 70th stuffed dessert, which is a cookies and cream cake and with mousse. But it has like fresh raspberry jam and surrounded with white chocolate mousse and topped with a multicolored sprinkles. I said that looks fun and tasty. And over at Tiana's, check out this Sweet Heat Beignet chicken sandwich.
What is going on right here?
It's a beignet chicken sandwich. I was like, whoa.
What's on top of it, though?
What do you mean?
Relish or something? Like what's
that's
like?
coleslaw.
Is it like slaw?
Yeah.
Coleslaw. Gotcha.
It's a coleslaw.
Interesting.
Yep.
Beignet coleslaw chicken. Got it. Interesting.
Yeah, It's a creamy slaw with collard greens and house-made pickles. Oh, pickles always go well with that. And the other big thing that people were excited about from this announcement was that they are releasing a new. This is not a popcorn bucket, Nicholas. This is a beverage.
Jared, it looks like a popcorn. Oh my gosh!
It is a sipper. And everyone loves Jiminy Cricket, and I know a lot of people are hoping that this comes to Disney World. But this is the Jiminy Cricket Sipper, available in both parks and the Grand Californian, and is limited 2 per person.
Emotional damage.
That's what that just gave me right there.
Yeah, so they're expecting this to be a big ticket item. And additionally, check out this one, Nick. It's the
What is that?
Tea Party, the Mad Tea Party Teacups Bottle Topper.
Okay, that is like the coolest thing
which
ever.
Which is available with beverage purchase. So
that's cute. Don't show my daughter.
I know she's gonna want that one. But
why did you have to include this one?
Heading over to Flo's V8 Cafe, Nick, check out this Big Dipper.
What is happening there?
It's a cheeseburger, a beef patty, American cheese, pickles, caramelized onions, with a pepperoni cheese sauce served with choice of cuties, mandarin, orange, or fries. So it's kind of like cut in half, put in cheese on a plate. It just looks good. I was a fan of this when I saw it.
I like that. I mean, just a nice plated like plastic cheese to just dip your burger in. I'm all about it.
And now this next one, really special, the cheeseburger. It's just a cheeseburger, but with a cut in front of it.
Oh, I get it. It's tomato, but without the toe.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Why is that a thing? Okay. That's happening.
Yeah. Right. Some other great returning bites. At the Little Red Wagon, they got the blueberry lemonade. That's a new one. At Rancho del Zocalo, which I actually have been to, they have a great Mexican menu there. They have duo tacos.
I've seen so many videos of that. It looks so good.
Duo tacos, which is corn tortillas, tomatillo sauce, pickled onions, and a habanero, served with tortilla chips and salsa fresca. You can get carne asada or chicken on that. And then a burrito Sonora. Yep. Corn tortillas with tomatillo sauce and pickled onions. Habanero served with tortilla chips and salsa fresca. Looks delicious. I will now take you over to the Red Rose Tavern. Nick, do you want to take over on this one, or do you want me to do it?
Oh, hang on. Let me find it. Red Rose Tavern. Yes. So that is the Breakfast Fantasyland. You've been here. Just tell me about this.
It's the Breakfast Fantasyland Fair Fold. It's like a.
So that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought this was like a place. I was like, what are we talking about here?
No, it's an item.
I guess I can't take you through it. I mean, it looks like it's a flower.
It's like a breakfast quesadilla.
Yeah. All right. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. And then they have this Gaston burger with pastrami.
I mean, does it have 5 dozen eggs?
No, it's got pastrami.
Oh, well, I mean, he's where did in the song does he talk about pastrami?
I don't know. But Nick, this next one I'm really excited for: space waffles.
Nothing like some space waffles on a stick. I love some space waffles.
It is at Katsaka's Kettle. They are going to have a Black Spire waffle. I hope they bring this one to the East Coast too.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do.
And it's going to be served with cream-filled chocolate cookie crumble dip. Nick, have you had the Liège waffles yet at EPCOT?
I have, but they weren't. Maybe I'm hoping I'm thinking of the right one. They're not like filled with anything though.
No, they're not. Right? This isn't filled with anything. I think just the cream is like the dipping sauce for this one is like a cookie crumble. But have you had the
dipping
waffle?
sauce is behind it?
Yeah.
I have. They're very good. They are very like light, I should say. Like they're not like they're not like a crazy heavy waffle or anything like that. Definitely lighter than like a Mickey waffle or something like that.
Okay.
But very nice.
This is probably going to be similar to that in a way, but still a neat item. New Orleans Square, they got a ratatouille soup in a bread bowl. They love their bread bowls on the West Coast. They have a lot of bread bowl options, just saying.
I was just at Panera today, and I was thinking, like, maybe I just need a bread bowl. It'll make my life better.
And, Nick, if you ever go to the West Coast, get some sourdough. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
They are the perfectionists. I never ate more bread in my life than when I went to California. And it's for good reason.
I would have thought that would have been like Europe or something, but okay.
Yeah, I ate a lot of bread in Europe too, but in California, the sourdough, wow, they know what to do there.
Okay.
Let's go to California Adventure. Nick, look at these. These are Terran
What are
treats.
those?
Terran treats. You have the Infinity Cream
Oh,
Puffs.
the Infinity Cream Puff.
Yeah, which is raspberry, cotton candy, key lime, strawberry, pabana, and orange cream flavors. Yeah, those look
Yummy.
great.
They look wonderful.
Nick, tell me what they have at Pim's Test Kitchen.
Yes. Oh, dude, that is a place I'm really excited to go to eventually. I love seeing like the videos, like people just holding massive cups and stuff like that, and then like really, really tiny things. It just, I don't know, makes me happy. But yeah, so they have the formulated French toast, which is a bacon, blueberry filled popping spheres, Jamaica syrup, whipped cream, and sprinkles. And there's also a kids version available. It's available for breakfast. And then they have the recalculated breakfast, which is a steamed egg with bacon, crispy potato bites, and toasted particle bread. Very
interesting. It's not even anything that crazy. Just the presentation is very good.
Everything at Pim's Test Kitchen is just wild to look
now,
at.
Nick, this next one I put in for you at Paradise Garden Grill. They have the loaded chips.
Loaded chips. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What in the world? I'm trying to like follow along here.
They're zesty chips topped with lime cooked shrimp, fresh cucumbers, and red onion with salsa. I don't know how to say the word. Agulache salsa.
It can't be done. You're crazy.
No, we don't like this one.
I don't know why there's shrimp on chips, but okay. Yeah. And then the last one I put on here, just
shrimp does not belong on chips.
No, it really doesn't. This last one, an Italian sandwich, but it's on focaccia, and I like focaccia, so I had to throw it in here at Modoncino Terrace, which is like also in Disney's California Adventure. But yeah,
I'm not like a huge fan of like a really like an Italian sub per se. But I mean, some of these ones I've seen lately, like I could get behind. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, it looks awesome. Well, yeah, no, that is an awesome wrap of some of the new things that are coming to Disneyland. So you guys know this is going to be actually next week. We're going to have our guide. Just Jared, I don't think Jared knows this yet. We have to get our guide up for Festival of the Arts because
I don't know if they released the foodie. The foodie guide's not out yet. Or is it coming?
It's coming out like tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I didn't see when it was coming.
I know it's this week. I know that for sure. I did see something about it earlier.
Oh, okay.
We did see some like the first glimpses of it at least, but I'm sure by next episode we'll be able to go ahead and cover some more because you guys know I'll be going there. I really want to. It's gonna happen. We love us some Festival of the Arts. Got to go see Scooter and get all of our posters over there and all that fun stuff because love some artwork. Clearly, we love our artwork here. But yeah, Jer. Well, now we're gonna reel it back and get back to something that we haven't really been doing recently because of the holidays. We got to get back to our print of the weeks, talking about different resorts.
Yeah, we had a highly requested one this week. This week we are going to be talking about the Beach Club. You guys asked for this a couple times. Here is the awesome print that we made up for the Beach Club Resort. It is their logo on printable form, so you can hang on your wall in maybe in your beach house per se.
Hang it on your make a gigantic one, hang it on your door, you know.
But as we get into the beach mood, let me throw on my sunglasses.
Oh wow!
To add effect, because I'm going to take you to this. It's not a tropical oasis, but it's this. Okay, Nicholas.
Well, after some brief technical difficulties, go ahead.
I guess I looked so cool that I broke the recording.
You broke the internet, guys.
I guess I broke it with these cool sunglasses. But I got to get my beach vibes on because we're going to Disney's Beach Club Resort. Look at this awesome photo. It's actually quite vintage. And you know why I realized I actually was looking at this very vintage for a couple of reasons. One, they don't have the rocks along the shoreline yet. They have you can see the Wonders of Life pavilion light back here, and it's lit up inside.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and look at Epcot does not have any lights on it at all.
Yeah, and that too. I was gonna get to that. Yeah, but yeah, it's an older photo. I see they're doing movies on the beach too, which is I know it still continues, which is a great opportunity. But let's get into some of the fun things about the Beach Club. So the Beach Club Resort is a deluxe resort on the Epcot Resort area along Crescent Lake, which is, if you look directly across the lake, you will find the boardwalk, so it's in walking distance. Opened November 19th in 1990. Designed by Robert A. M. Stern, inspired by New England seaside resorts like Cape Cod and Martha's Vineyard.
You wouldn't know what those are like at all.
I would have no idea. They have light pastel colors, nautical details, and relaxed coastal vibes, which is what I'm trying to convey here. It is also the sister resort to the Yacht Club. They're actually connected, which the Yacht Club is the more nautical, and this one is the beach one. But they share a pool, which we'll get into. There are approximately 583 standard rooms at the Beach Club. It's a massive resort. And they added villas back in 2002 for the Disney Vacation Club. Those villas, which I have some photos of, they include a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom unit. They're really nice, multiple rooms. And then the standard rooms here also look very nice. Have nice balconies and patios as well.
This is one too, guys. Just a heads up, like Disney Vacation Club, like this is one of the more affordable options to get into, mainly because of the age of the units. You know, like Jared said, they were added back in 2002. So we're not saying that they're by any means outdated, but they haven't received a crazy upgrade, anytime recent. So this is gonna be one of the cheaper options. And again, Disney Vacation Club, I did hear they are going to be changing some of the stuff around a little bit with the points and all that. If you're trying to go ahead and rent some of them and all that, just know that Disney Vacation Club is definitely an option if you are ever, looking into, doing all your vacations at Disney. But the cost to get into is definitely substantial. It is what you make it. If you're someone like me that wants to go ahead and spend way more time at the parks and do more experiences, you may not want to go ahead and spend as much time at the resorts and that sort of thing. So just keep that in mind, but that is definitely an option as well.
Yeah, and I wouldn't worry about any quality issues here. It's top of the line. It's my sister's favorite resort. They stayed here on their honeymoon. Quite jealous of that. But it is a beautiful resort. Additionally, let's see what we got. What I have here for pictures. I skipped over a few. So as I said, this does share a pool with Yacht Club, which would be Stormalong Bay, probably the best, the best pool on Disney property.
Yeah. Very well themed.
This is a massive water slide up here coming from the mast of this ship across the pathway, the walking pathway. It's a crazy pool. And that's like the DVC area pool. It's a more private pool. Oh, did I have any? Oh yeah, that's the actual Stormalong pool. It is Stormalong. Yeah, Stormalong Bay. It is awesome. I did also want to get into some of the awesome dining highlights here at Disney Beach Club, where they have the famous Beaches and Cream Soda Shop, which is a classic 1950s diner, famous for the kitchen sink sundae, which serves 4 people and is a $39 option, which really, for 4 people, that's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
That's $10 a person.
I mean, I pay that in Mickey bars for like 3 people. So
right. So go get yourself a kitchen sink. It's probably going to be a better experience.
Oh gosh, yeah, and it's usually like fresher ice cream, like they're hand scooping it all. Like you get tons of toppings on it. I mean, yeah, and it comes to you guys in a kitchen sink. Like they have special bowls just for this, which is crazy.
They also offer, if you want just like a lunch before you have your ice cream, they offer like burgers and Reubens and chicken sandwiches. And the other popular items they have here you might not know about are these specialty shakes you can see on the bottom right here. They have a Mickey confetti shake with a cupcake on it, a strawberry mini shake, and a chocolate brownie shake. And then Nick, I have no idea what this blue one is here. It's not in any description or menu I can find. So I don't know if it still exists. But
interesting. Well, I'll have to just go there and try it, man. That's the only way we can find this out.
It might not exist anymore, and that's why it's not listed. But they had the picture up for it, so I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, it's just like blue milk with just like a cupcake on it.
Yeah, it's probably blueberry. It could be like a cotton candy. That would be nice.
Yeah, I could see that.
I do like
cotton
cotton candy
on that picture. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
The other restaurant at Beach Club is Cape May Cafe, which is a favorite location. There are some character dining available here. They only appear during breakfast, not at dinner. It is a really nice coastal themed dinner buffet for breakfast and dinner. For breakfast, it is $35 to $60 per adult. Same for dinner. So yeah, it's a nice place. They also offer additional food at the Beach Club Marketplace and Hurricane Hannah's Pool Bar, which is, to be clear, still shared with the Yacht Club. So Nick, why would you want to stay at the Beach Club?
Oh, I can think of a lot of reasons, man.
Well, one of them is because you can walk here.
Yeah, you can.
It's a 5-minute walk to the Skyliner, and like it's that same distance to the International Gateway of EPCOT.
Mm-hmm.
It is right there.
Yeah, you could be at Remy's in like less than like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
insane.
wild.
Nick's like, put me in this hotel room right here, and you could just walk right there to Epcot. And I think Nick would be in heaven.
Yeah, I mean that, or like Boardwalk, something like that. Like, yeah, that whole resort area I love. They between that and then the foot long like mozzarella sticks and all that you can get over at the Boardwalk, like
that's true.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, so looking further out, you can see that, here's the resort here. So Epcot is right there. You can just take a right instead of going straight. Boom, you're at the boardwalk. So there's also a ton of transportation options going out of this resort. You can either so if you were going to Hollywood Studios, you actually have 4 options of getting there. You can take the Skyliner. You can take the Friendship boats, which is a cool, nice little ride. You can take a bus, or you could legitimately walk to
you could
to Hollywood Studios. There's a long, it's pretty long, but you could do it. It's not that bad.
Me and the wife had a date night a while back for our anniversary, and we thought, like, we were waiting for the Friendship boats, and they were taking a lot longer than they should have. Because they were like down a boat or something like that night. And we legitimately thought about just walking the entire way down to Epcot, or not up to Hollywood Studios. And I'm like, I probably should have just done that. It would have been faster. But yeah, there's tons of options. I mean, the Skyliner's right there, which is an awesome perk too. And again, it's not like it is a deluxe resort because you are closer to, to the parks and all that, everything else, but it's also kind of like a hidden gem. It's not as highly priced as some of the other more like well-known resorts per se. So just a great spot in general. I mean, like Jared said, you have all that awesome stuff around you. You get the boardwalk there with the cake bake shop. And some of the, like, you have Abracadabra there. You have the Atlantic Dance Hall, and all that fun stuff too. So definitely an awesome area in general to go hang out in. It's a whole vibe. It really is.
It's definitely on my list to stay in. I think I've stayed in it once. I did when I was younger. I would love to return and have a night or two at the boardwalk just because of the vicinity of the resort, and just like take advantage of the boardwalk area and the resort area over there more than we usually get to. Yeah, I mean, guests love it because it's access and it's laid back but upscale atmosphere and all the dining nearby. And some fun facts about it. It is, obviously one of the more popular Epcot resorts, especially in festival time. So it might be difficult to get a room during a festival.
Yeah,
Festival of the Arts, particularly, probably be difficult to get a room there during that time. And I'm sure this place was totally booked out for New Year's Eve. I mean, this is the ultimate place to stay for New Year's Eve because you literally just have to hobble your way back to your hotel room like 10, 20 feet away.
Oh gosh, yeah.
They also have a giant convention center that I didn't know about, 73,000 square feet that share with the Yacht Club. You can kind of actually see it in this picture I shared of the map. Not that we're going there for a convention anytime soon. Maybe the Meta Main Street convention one day will have to be held there.
There we go. All right.
Look at that giant convention center over there. That's massive.
Oh my gosh. I did not know that was part of that. Holy cow.
Yeah, massive. Wow. So it's a beautiful resort. I definitely would love to stay there.
Yeah,
I hope you guys
Jared
learned
said,
something new about the Beach Club today.
yeah, and like Jared said too, like if you're looking for dining options too, I mean, definitely consider that you're that close to Epcot that, I mean, if you cannot find a place to eat between all of Epcot, the boardwalk, and beach and yacht club, and even Swan and Dolphin for that matter, there's probably something wrong.
Now, if they brought back that pass we were talking about, the Epcot after, what was it?
Oh gosh, yeah, after 4 or whatever,
after 4 pass, and then you had a room at the beach club. Oh, heaven right there.
Gosh, yeah. Go get yourself some tapanito or something like that, and get drinks at Space 220, and then just hobble your way back over there to go get your beaches and cream kitchen sink sundae, and then go to bed happy.
Yeah.
So, well, guys, that is that about wraps it up for this week's episode, the first episode of the year for the Men on Main Street. Again, we want to say Happy New Year to y'all, and we're so happy that you guys are coming back still again every week. Definitely be getting some more followers. I was telling Jerry last week, we're up to, I think, like 91 or 92. We're getting closer to 100. So we're getting there on YouTube. Thank you guys all for watching and for hanging out. And we can't wait to keep bringing you guys more content. We're going to keep our series going here of all different resorts, and all that fun stuff. And so keep all that Roosevelt's news coming to you and everything else too. So I think with that, we're going to go ahead and end it here. We're going to say we will see you all in the future. Take care, guys.